So those visions that you get that you're like, oh, hell yeah, I want to manifest this. It's because you've already seen you with it. You already know that it's yours. Thank you for tuning in to Strangely Sane Journey of a Goddess, where we get to discuss the good, the bad, and everything in between, and what it means to fully embody our inner goddess in this crazy, confusing world. I can't wait to see you in there. Enjoy. Hey guys, what's up? It is me, Tawny Marilyn, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. So we're trying out this whole sound thing, just the sound once again. Let me know what you think. If you hate it, let your girl know. If you love it, let your girl know. If you like being able to hear me finally for real, say hey. So I want to say first and foremost, thank you for listening to Strangely Sane with your host, Tawny Marilyn, and it is me, of course, Tawny Marilyn. I have just been chilling, trying to find the good in life, trying to find the joy where I can find it. And I have realized in looking for the joy that I have been a party pooper on my life. And y'all, I'm sure you can tell from last week where I was like, I just want the world to be different. I just want change. We shouldn't be living like this. And while I do completely stand by that 10 toes, I stand by that feeling. Why? Because, we all have that feeling sometimes. I typically know myself to be an optimist. I'm really good at looking at the bright side of things, and sometimes that can burn me on my butt, much like the sun. You can enjoy the sun, but sometimes it can burn you on your butt if you get too much of it. If you're too optimistic, if you're too hopeful, you're too joyful, you can't see the signs. So, last week was a culmination of me just living my life being optimistic and happy and joyful and whatever. And I had a moment where I was like, oh my goodness, am I faking the funk? Because sometimes we are faking the funk. We live in a society where faking the funk seems to be the easiest thing that you can do. Faking the funk gets you from place to place to place to place. We live and die by fake it till you make it. But there can be hard times in that. When you actually look in the mirror, you're like, damn, I have a pimple. I'm over here telling everybody my shit is flawless. And look, a flaw. I hate that. I hate it. So while last week I was a little down in the dumps, a little, what the hell is going on? No. Well, yeah. While I'm over here wondering what the hell is going on, I look around and I'm like, damn, Tawny, you are really living the life that you manifested. All of these things that you have, all of these things that you are stressing and you're crying about, you stressed and cried to get it. Are you not nurturing your blessing? What's going on? Do you not feel good enough for your blessing? Do you not feel worthy enough for your blessing? And so it made me think like, damn, we do so much to manifest the life that we live. But what happens when you manifest it and you seem to get it almost by magic? You seem to get it and you're like, damn, but am I working hard enough? Or did this just fall into my lap? Because I'm one of those manifestors where things do tend to fall in my lap, where things just tend to work for me. And so when things just tend to work out for you, sometimes it's easy to take things for granted. And you don't take things for granted because, or shit, I don't take things for granted because I'm not grateful for it, because I'm extremely grateful for all of my blessings, overly grateful for all of my blessings. But sometimes it's sometimes I have to ask myself, am I worthy of these blessings? Am I worthy of the things that I wanted? Am I worthy for the things that I actually manifested? And if I go back into my manifestation journal, baby, did I pray? Yes. Did I pray immensely? Yes. Did I leave offerings? You know, your girl did. I did that. But did I do everything the way that they tell you to do it in the textbook? No, I did not. I have not. Everything I have comes through God, because God looked at me and said, "Hey, there you go." Or spirit just came down into somebody's chest and said, "Hey, help her. She needs this. She wants this." And I'm sure there are some people that would be like, "Oh, Tony, you are not worthy. You are not worthy of your blessings. You are not worthy of your manifestations. Do you know how hard I've been working, you unworthy bastard?" And to that I say, you don't know what you're talking about. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is going to look different. Everybody's journey is going to feel different. Everybody has a journey where they need to implement different things for their life. I don't believe that my journey is to focus on the mundane. Unfortunately, I know that can be hard for other people to look at and be like, damn, you get things so easily. Things come so easily for you. But to work in a different realm than everyone else and know that you're working in a different realm with a different energy is a challenge in itself. I can't focus on that and focus on this at the same time. If you're one of the spiritual baddies who knows that, oh, you're having difficulty working in one realm than the other, I want you to know that whatever you get, you're still worthy. You have your own challenges, you have your own feats, you have your own obstacles to defeat, to overcome. And yes, other people may look at you and be like, oh, you're not worthy. But that doesn't mean that it's your job to take that. Your destiny and their destiny is not the same thing. It was never going to be the same thing. Your goddess journey is different from their goddess journey. Their goddess journey can be in how leveling up in the ranks in the physical world, which is important. I really think that women should be empowered and women should be empowered in whatever aspect that means. And just because that baddie is better at the physical and the material world doesn't mean that you being more proficient in the spiritual world, in the ethereal world, is anything to laugh at and anything to scoff at. Honestly, I think we all need each other. We all push each other. We all help each other grow. So, I am a spiritual baddie, and I don't find myself being especially proficient at this world. I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, you maybe understand, or you want to understand. Like I said, all of our journeys are different. And so while I'm on this spiritual path, I find myself wanting things, find myself wanting things in the material world. I am a spiritual girl in a material world. And that's the balance, because we all are here. All of us are here. All of us are living, breathing human beings, unless, you kick the bucket listening to this podcast, which I don't quite know how I feel about that. But we're all out here just trying to do our thing. Some of us are material baddies that have an ounce of spirituality to them, and some of you are spiritual girls living in material worlds. One of the things that I think all of us can utilize, because it has gotten me this far, is manifestation. And everyone talks about manifestation. Oh, you can manifest this, you can manifest that, you can manifest, 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 manifest. And you can. But the reality is, it doesn't matter what you manifest if you don't feel worthy of it. If you don't feel worthy of getting the things that you know that you want intrinsically, guess what? You're going to throw it away because you don't feel worthy of this blessing. You don't feel worthy of the life that you've sat up days, nights, months, years, praying for, planning for, visualizing, embodying. You don't feel worthy of that because maybe you didn't work hard enough. Maybe it came too quickly. Shit, maybe it didn't come quick enough and now you don't fucking believe in it at all. Don't believe that it's yours. So, one of the first steps I would say is, and honestly, it doesn't have to be a first step, but somewhere in that manifestation journal of yours, there does need to be a reality check that you deserve this. And because you deserve this, you're not going to sabotage it. Because you deserve it, you are going to maintain it. You think that this was just given to you on a whim, but it wasn't. You prayed for this, you worked for this, you did what you had to do to accomplish this thing. So instead of whining and crying about how you don't think you're good enough, be the girl that is. Get it into your head that, hey, I got it, so I'm worthy of it. It's right here in my face. I'm worthy of it. Yeah, I skipped all the manifestation steps and skipped right to the part where you have the thing you've been manifesting. Why? Because you've manifested it. Obviously, there's going to come a time where you get exactly what you've been manifesting, especially if it's the same manifestation over and over and over again. You can see yourself be there. You're supposed to be there. You're meant to be there. You are already worthy of it because you have it. And yes, other people may look at you and be like, oh, you don't deserve shit. You didn't work hard enough. You didn't do this. I had to do that. Who cares? There'll be people that make you feel bad. Oh, is that daddy's money? Is that your wife's money? Is that your husband's money? Oh, you only went there because you're sleeping with people. You only got that because they felt sorry for you. And you can embrace that. You can embrace it and you can let it beat you down and you can let it make you feel down. Or you can remember that your journey is your journey. And how you got there and what you have is based on your journey. And those people, 10 times out of 9, are just acting out of jealousy, speaking out of jealousy. They wish their daddy could do that for them. They wish they had parents that would do that for them. They wish someone would feel bad enough for them so they didn't have to work as hard. They wish they could sleep with someone and end up in Turks and Caicos. That's what they wish. So don't let other people's jealousy and other people's thoughts and projections make you feel shitty about your life. Only you can live it. That is your one and only responsibility in this life. Live it. Live it to its fullest. Because that's why we're here. So those visions that you get that you're like, oh hell yeah, I want to manifest this. It's because you've already seen you with it. You already know that it's yours. You already know that it belongs to you. It belonged to you as soon as you saw it. I truly believe if you can see it, you can achieve it. And me, I am a visualizer. If I can see me with that trophy, baby, that trophy is mine. I see it in my hand, I have it. So, y'all, I do see me in a little red suit with a black top underneath, and I'm talking to a crowd of people. So, guess what? One day, you will see me in a little red suit on a stage with a black top underneath it, talking to people. What do you see? It's already yours. Hell, that's a heavy part of manifestation, visualizing. If you can see it, you can achieve it. If you can see it, you are worthy of it, regardless of how you got there. How you got there a lot of times is your story, is your testimony. People are going to help you in the journey. We are not meant to do things alone. We are not meant to be by ourselves, even if it feels like we're alone. Loneliness will be a story for another day. But today is about knowing that you are worthy, that you are worthy of all of your manifestations. I wanted to go into manifestation about how to do it and how to go about it because your girl is big on manifestation. I really am. I love manifesting. I use the moon cycles to manifest. I use the new moon to manifest the things that I want, the life that I want to live, to really just get it down and play. And then I use the full moon to help me get rid of the things that aren't helping me get to the life that I want to live. I'll say something that's real. I want this podcast to be super successful. I want to have a lot of listeners, and I would like this podcast to open doors that I don't even know are there. That's my manifestation. So during the new moon, that's what I would say. Then when the full moon came, I would say something like, I want to get rid of inconsistency. I want to move past my fear. I want to get rid of the fear that is blinding me. I want to get rid of the parts of me that feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I want to get rid of the parts of me that doesn't feel as spiritual as I would like. And so I would take that to the new moon. I mean, not to the new moon. I would take that to the full moon. Why? Because those are things that are not helping my podcast be successful. That is how I utilize the new moon and the full moon. I write down a list of the things that I want, the things that I want my life to be. And I look at it and I write it down. I think of in my head how I want to feel. Because a lot of times it's easy to say, oh, I want a successful podcast. But I can get that successful podcast and be completely overwhelmed and not know what the fuck I'm doing. And it's actually more pressure than it is anything else. Or I can be like, oh, I want a successful podcast that I'm proud of. It brings me joy. It brings excitement. It brings me a sense of peace knowing that I did this. Because it's easy to say, oh, I have this feeling, I have this. No, it's easy to look at things and be like, well, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want that. But it is difficult to embody somebody that already has that when you don't have that. Do you want to know what's easier to embody? Joy, excitement, peace. I find peace when I walk on a trail that is surrounded by trees. That's when I feel peace. So I know how peace feels. I feel joyful when I'm with the people that I love. I am excited when I get some good news that I always wanted to hear. I know how those feelings feel. And so those feelings are a lot easier to embody because I ain't new to this. So if I know how this feels, I can get this. My podcast can make me feel like this. So that's what I'm embodying. I'm embodying the feeling. So my manifestation method includes a lot of writing. Your girl is a writer. I love to write. I love making lists. That's my thing. It's the Virgo in me, the list thing. Maybe not the writing thing, but me making a list and checking it twice like I'm Santa Claus. Virgo. Shit, or maybe it's Capricorn. Christmas is in Capricorn season and your girl is a Capricorn rising. So maybe it's that. But I love making a list and checking it off. And I have manifestations that I wrote down in 2018, and baby, I didn't get them till 2022. And I truly believe that a lot of times the manifestation will take longer when it's bigger. It's bigger than what you've expected, and there is shit working on in the background that you don't even see. This one's gonna take a little while. I'm working on it. So whenever I don't get what I want, I'm like, it's taking a little while because it's being worked on, but it's coming. It's on its way. It's just, cooking in the kitchen. During the full moons and the new moons, I like to utilize fire and water predominantly. I'll get my fire, a candle, and I dress my candles. And I set my intentions because your girl is going to be successful. I don't care what you say. I see it for me, and so it's already done. Period. So I am writing down on my list, like I told y'all, and I'm tearing sheets of paper out and I'm writing down. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. I read it out loud to the sky. I burn it and I put it in a bowl of water. Why? Because fire safety, guys. We are not burning ourselves. Hello. I let it go into the air. I burn it with fire. I put the burning part in the water. And at the end, with all of my little extra papers that are biodegradable, we are not trying to ruin the earth. Hello? I put it into the earth. I like to utilize all of the elements. Why? I believe in energy. And I believe as far as nature goes, and as far as humans go, and as far as animals go, we all have something to offer one another. And if I use all of the elements, they will help me, especially if I'm kind to them. So be kind to the bees, people. And I also believe that, what is mine will always be mine. And if I can see it, obviously it's mine. And if a manifestation doesn't come, maybe that's just not mine. Maybe something better is on the way. Maybe something that I didn't even realize I wanted or would ever want is on the way instead. But while you're manifesting, don't be afraid of yourself. Don't be afraid of your guides, whoever you go to talk to have listen to you, whoever grants you the things that you want, even if that's yourself. Let that be what it is. Appreciate them, talk to them, give to them, pour into them, pour into yourself. Actually go for what you want because you are worthy. There is no one more worthy of your dream than you. There's no one more worthy of what you want than you. Don't be afraid to manifest. And I just gave you a few of my tips. I have one more in the chamber, but I get a little bit of kickback with this one. But you're worthy. And if you have a hard time reaching the energy where you even feel like you can pull anything from the void, I urge you to meditate. I do urge you to meditate. However, see what you want, feel what you want, know what you want, and then go masturbate. And when you masturbate, don't turn on porn. Don't turn on. Sometimes I'll read the literotica. Don't read the nasty books. Don't fantasize about anybody else. Fantasize about your dream life. And when you have that orgasm, visualize your success. Visualize what you want. That is my favorite way to manifest because it's powerful, it's spiritual, and it's yours. And no one can take that from you. You can do it all by yourself. I know that you can have anything and everything that you want because you are worthy. You have been worthy. You woke up worthy. You'll go to sleep tonight still worthy. So when you get that manifestation, when you get that blessing, don't sabotage it because you don't know if you're good enough. You don't know if you worked hard enough. You don't know if shit was just handed to you. You don't know if you're meant to be in this room. You are, babe. That's why you're here. You are meant to have it. That's why you have it. It is for you. That's why it has your name on it. Own your blessing. Don't sabotage it. When it's no longer for you, trust me, it will make sense that it's gone and you will feel relieved because it is. But if you know deep in your heart, you are going to wish you had that again, just in a different way. One, get it the way you want it. I'm not going to tell you how to manifest, get it the way that you want it, but you don't have to fuck up what you have right now either. I love you so much. You worthy, worthy goddess. I hope that you go into the world knowing that you are worthy. I hope you go into the world knowing that you can have the exact life that you want and you don't have to settle for shit. And if that shitty ass person isn't treating you the way that you want them to, don't manifest them to be a better person. Manifest you to feel better in your relationships, whatever that means. Stop holding so tight to the way that you think the manifestation should look. Now let go. I promise you, when it comes and you accept it and you feel worthy of it, it'll be better than you imagined. I love you guys so much. Happy manifesting. I'll see you next episode. Toodles! Together, we decide what it means to be a goddess in this crazy and confusing world. I hope you enjoyed this episode just as much as I enjoyed recording it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with other goddesses. Thank you. Bye.